Hi, today we're going to be doing a lesson on complete sentences. We're going to also discuss naming parts and action parts that you should be able to find inside of a sentence. So first, let's talk about what a sentence is. A sentence is a group of words that tell a complete thought. And so that's the really important part of this is that it should tell a complete thought. It shouldn't leave you asking, well, what happened next? Or something, or give you a feeling that something is missing. So I wrote a paragraph that has a whole lot of errors, and I want to just read it to you exactly how it's written, and then we're going to rewrite it so that it makes sense. So once there was a dog named Petey. He loved to play fetch, run really fast, catch a ball, go on a walk, take a bath, go swim, sleep on a bed. You can tell there's something wrong with that. His owners let him go on the couch. Sometimes Petey ate blueberries for a treat. He is 9 years old. Petey loves it when you brush him. So notice all of those spots where you pause. That means that there was an error, and that's the end of what I said was a sentence. So remember, a sentence is a group of words that tell a complete thought. Let's start with that first thing that I called a sentence. Once there was a dog. Well, what about the dog? The next little part tells you about the dog. So this is not perfect. So we're going to take off the named Petey, and I'm going to just do a scoot down of some of this other stuff. Once there was a dog is not the end of the sentence. Once there was a dog, the dog's name is Petey, so I'm not putting this period here. So once there was a dog named Petey. That tells you specifically about the dog and his name that is Petey. Let's look at the next section, and I'm going to kind of just take these pieces off, so hopefully I'll be able to put them back exactly how it goes. If not, then that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out where the pieces go for this. So he loved to play fetch, run really fast, catch a ball, go on a walk, take a bath, go swim, sleep on a bed. Those are a lot of different thoughts all about this dog named Petey. So we've got to break these down. We're going to break them down into less of a run-on. So he loved to play fetch. That could be one sentence. He loved to play fetch. It tells what he is doing. And he is Petey. So it says this is the naming part of who it is. And the action is he's playing fetch. If I started the next sentence with run really fast, catch a ball, go on a walk, take a bath, it's not telling me who that it was. It's too many thoughts all at once. So we're going to break that up, and I actually have some scissors. We can cut that part off. Goodbye to that part. Hello, where are you, scissors? Here we go. All right, so we're going to cut this off. So another idea of what Petey likes to do is he likes to run really fast. So we're going to make a sentence that says that he runs really fast. We're not going to keep on just keeping with that little tiny bit. We're going to add some more information. So once there was a dog named Petey. He loved to play fetch. Remember, we have to have, this is the naming part. The naming part tells who or what the sentence is about. We'll just have that information there. So he, he runs really fast. Period. He can catch a ball. He can go on a walk. These are all of the things. I'm going to just decide this is so much stuff. I'm not going to include all of that. I only want to include the most important things. So maybe I'll just do I'll combine two of these things. He loves to catch a ball and go on a walk. Or we can talk about that he likes to take a bath and go swim. Maybe you only want to talk about one or two of these things. You don't need to say every single everything. We're going to chop it because it's too much information. So I'm going to rename the dog, Petey. So Petey we're going to do the catch a ball and go for a swim. Petey can catch a ball and go for a swim. So sometimes, let's look at this next little part, and I'm going to just kind of actually erase some of this information because we're getting to have too much stuff up here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a whole story. I essentially just want you to know that sometimes people don't put complete sentences. Sometimes they're just pieces of sentences, and that's where we need to rewrite the sentences. Sometimes Petey ate blueberries for a treat. Notice that there's a period right here. That is incorrect. So the naming part tells who or what the sentence is about. So this sentence is about Petey, and what does he do? He ate blueberries. Okay? So you could say sometimes Petey ate blueberries, and that could be a complete sentence, but we're going to add this extra information. So we're going to change our sentence to say sometimes Petey ate blueberries for a treat. Notice that this word treat prior to this was just like somebody thought that was a sentence. Treat. It doesn't tell you anything about who or what the sentence is about. It tells you what happens, but it doesn't tell you what the naming part is because there's no naming part even in that. So sometimes Petey ate blueberries for a treat. Let's look at another sentence. All right, so here's the next sentence. His owners let him do what? It's missing what the naming part is. His owners let him do what? Here was the next sentence after that. Go on the couch. So this needs to just be rewritten. So if my paper just said go on the couch, that's a command. It kind of goes with this portion. And so we're adding these two items together. His owners let him go on the couch. If I just said go on the couch, that could be a complete sentence on its own, but this portion gets connected with this idea of what Petey does. He's allowed to go on the couch with the permission of the owners. So his owners let him go on the couch. And that tells a complete thought. If I was looking for the naming part, then remember the naming part tells who or what the sentence is about. Him, that's part of the naming part. His owners are also there, but he is the one who is allowed to go on the couch. And so the go on the couch is part of the action for that. Oh, how I got to hold in so many things. This next one. He is 9 years old. That one is a complete sentence. So he is the naming part. He, we know this is all referring to Petey. And what is he doing? What is he? He is 9 years old. That's what he is. You might even include the is, and that would be fine. So looking at these, the naming part tells who or what the sentence is about. And the action tells what this person or what this thing does. Petey loves it. Well, I don't know what it is, but here, Petey is the naming part, and it, I don't know, loves it. I don't know what he loves. I feel like there's something missing from this. What if we add this sentence part to it? Petey loves it when you brush him. That adds a lot more details to my sentence. It makes the thought more complete. So Petey loves it when you brush him. Okay, so we can change some of these little sentence parts into complete thoughts. Remember, we are looking for a complete idea, not a run-on sentence like we had to begin with. We're looking for complete thoughts. And if I was to ask you what is a sentence is a group of words that tell a complete thought. It doesn't leave you asking, well, what is this about? Or what happens next? It tells you all of the information that you need to know right then and there, and it doesn't leave you confused. It doesn't make you keep on speaking and speaking and speaking and speaking. Like, here's another little portion that I have. And he likes to eat dinner at 5:30. I mean, that tells me a lot, but I would not start with and. That doesn't tell a complete thought. It makes you think that something is missing. He likes to eat dinner at 5:30 p.m. daily. That could be a complete sentence. It just needs to start with a capital letter. So I hope you have fun with this sentence activity. You are going to be working in your Write workbook on page 39, and you're going to look at the complete sentences, the naming parts, and the action parts. And so just to remind you, the naming parts tell who or what the sentence is about, and the action part tells what the naming part does.